Hello and welcome to the Hobo Bug Chaser Screencast. The idea of this screencast is to show other developers how to find and resolve a bug in the Hobo stack. Sometimes this looks a bit hard, so I'm going to take you through the steps I usually do when I'm trying to fix a bug. Okay, first of all, let's see what's going on. We can't invite new users on an invite-only application. Okay? So let's try to reproduce this. I'm going to create a new app. So issue 54 and that's it. Yes, I want to start a wizard. So some defaults, yes, an email, invite only, yes, okay, yes, yes, no, customizing, a lot of defaults, more defaults, and yes, let's run the migrations. Okay, fixed. Now let's start our server. We have an alias there for passenger. So let's go. Oh, my computer is super slow while recording the screencast. I should have used a lower resolution, but that's fine. Okay, let's create a user and go to the admin page. Now let's invite a new user. And let's say we're inviting on test.com and invite. Okay, here's the bug. Predicted method redirect to called for. Okay, I'm going to make this a bit bigger. Okay, so where do we go from here? You see this, you have the error, and how do we go from this problem to a solution? We could try going to the full trace, and it's like, wow, what's this? This is terrible. It's opening these files and going through these lines is a lot of work. So let's take the easier way. There's a gem called Better Errors, which is going to help us a lot. I'm going to copy this. and open the application. Let's make this a bit smaller. Yeah, I think you can read it like that. And let's add the gem. Oh, this is unusual. It's so slow. Well, we have to go on. Okay, these two gems together are going to help us debug the problem. So, bundle, that's it to restart. Oh, I forgot. That's for passenger. If you use another server, just restart it. And let's try to reproduce the error again. So, reload the page. And oh, the name is already taken and the email address. Okay, so let's add some Gen2 again. Okay, now we see the same error, but we have a nice interface. We are actually seeing the code. This is great, and you can write commands here and see the result. So you see a lot of errors in Action Pack. This is Ruby on Rails. So the error shouldn't be here. A lot of people test Ruby on Rails. Let's see if the error is in Hobo. As this is a beta version, it's the most probable source. So here we see it's using respond with location, and this is giving us the redirect to error. Let's see if we can open this file and edit it a bit and see if we can write this in a different way to avoid the error. So I have downloaded the whole source, and I'm going to open that file. So it's something like controller model RB, yes, this file. And the line is 700, so let's go. Okay, here's the issue. I would suggest here looking for the documentation of respond with. I have already done that. It seems like location was an undocumented feature, so maybe it doesn't work so well in Rails 4, or there's a different syntax. But I found in the same file, if I look for respond with, you will see that down here we are using a different syntax with passing an argument with a block. And in other places we use respond with without the location. And finally we use respond with a redirect here. So instead, but we also pass the location here. What I'm going to do now is just do some trial and error and see if it works. So, well, it works because I already tested, but let's say you are trying. Once. So once.html redirect to location. Okay, there's a bug here, but I think that should work. Okay, the problem is that my application in localhost port 3000 is not connected to this source code. I need to connect it. So I'm going to go back to the gem file of the new application, and I'm going to change this. Well, I'm going to comment this line and connect the application to my local code. So this is my local, very long path. Okay, and after doing this, I just run bundle and restart there. Okay, let's go back. Let's try it with John 3. And it seems like it worked. Let's check that the email was sent. So I log. Oh, where am I? Yeah. Oh yes, John 3, you have been invited to join issue 54. Okay, it's working. What do we do now? We have found the fix. And this time it was easy, or yeah, because I saw the example and I had already tested it. It took me a few tries, but the idea is that once you have the application and the source code connected, you can play around. For example, if I add here something like race, this provokes an error, and then I try to invite another user. So let's invite John 4. Oh, it worked. You know why it worked? Because I didn't restart the application. There's a way to avoid restarting the application when you make changes to the Hobo source, but I'm not going to comment it here. It takes some hacking in the application that are big. Usually restarting a few times it's not so much trouble. So now we should see an error. Okay, runtime error. What's going on? Yes, we see here the phrase. The nice thing about better errors with another gem, I never remember the name, is that you can actually write code here. So you can say some things like this. Oh, this is the user with ID 6. So this dot email address. Oh, it works on location. So you can try a lot. You can try a lot of commands here and play around the code very easily. It's a very powerful tool. So I'm just going to remove this. We know the solution works. I'm not going to test it again. But before making a pull request or going ahead, I have to ask myself, did I break anything with this change? I know this fixes this problem, but maybe we are breaking a lot of stuff. So I'm going to go to the Hobo source. And here we have a folder called integration tests. So I'm going to go into Agility Bootstrap and run all tests. It takes some time, especially if you are doing a screencast, but it is a very powerful feature. I think it's going to break because of the video, but the idea is that you leave the application playing around, and after a few minutes you have a deep knowledge if your change did affect the rest of the Hobo stack, or if it's fine to merge it into master. So I'm not going to bother you with all the testing. I'm just going to try to close this. Come on. Okay. Yes, I broke it manually. And after this, you would only need to create an issue, write an email in the whole users list, or make a pull request, as you prefer, with the fix. And that's it. That's my procedure to fix Hobo problems. I hope you enjoyed it, and maybe you can try to fix some other bugs. See you!